Hello and welcome to the CMT Trade Fair in Stuttgart, Germany. This is the 2020 range from the company Dreamer. Now, some of these vans may not be actually available when this goes up, but they will be in time. Of course, they're all available to order. This vehicle I'm going to have a look at now is an unusual shape for a camper van. It's the D62. It costs €61,500 in this condition. Start off price is 54, 636 long, 205 wide, 263 in height on a 3.5 ton basis. So it's using the body of the longer Fiat Ducato. And first thing I'm going to point out here is just before we come in, we've got this thing here, this bench, which incidentally it comes to form the place where you put the gas bottles. Two arguments for having them here. The best argument for putting them there is it's easy to get them in and out. That's one. On the other hand, you might say, I don't change my gas very frequently. I'd rather have that space for something which I use more often. I have, like many people my age, I have a bit of a bad back. Many people I find damage their backs in their 30s and then they're stuck with it for the rest of their lives. If only we knew how not to get a bad back, and then we wouldn't get one. Right, inside we've got a lot of light, a lot of background lighting. Let's come inside and we'll straight to the back. Right, okay, now side bed. This looks like a motorhome inside. It's a motorhome type approach. Side bed plus the toilet through there. Not many companies do this. The first company I saw doing it was Rapido. Rapido is the owner of Dreamer. Rapido have it in one of their vans. Now you've got a bit storage under the bed. You can stick stuff in there. But now you've got this funny thing down here on the floor. Now presumably, you can see this is a safe or something. You've got instructions with there. You push it in and out with your foot. Let's see if we can push it in and out with the foot. Oh yeah, that's great, and then it comes straight out again. So you push it back in again. Well, you've always wondered what you could do on a rainy day in the camper van. Now you know. Hours of fun for the entire family. Right, okay, it doesn't work. I think it's meant to be a step up. I don't know. I mean, it's a funny step, of course. There's a bit of a ledge on that, which you possibly wouldn't want on your foot. Anyway, never mind. Okay, you've got, once you get sick of doing that, you could sort of open and close the drawers or something like that. Alternatively, you could try fixing it. So there's all sorts of things you could do. Coming through here, you got your toilet, you got your shower. It's unusual, but. Right, I'm going to have a prize competition. The question I'm going to ask is this. Why is this curtain in this shape? Why does this curtain come around the shower? Okay, I understand why it comes on the shower bit, but why is it on the other side of the toilet? Oh, maybe, this is what you're supposed to do. So I'll just answer my own question here. So we're going to have a different question. The different question is, what do you like the most about this camper van? What do you like the least, right? And I'll show you the prize. Show you the prize now, in fact. Yeah, there's me in the mirror. So this is Park for Night, which you might have heard of. I talk about it sometimes in the videos, particularly when I do my videos about visiting places. Park for Night is an app which allows you to find places to park. I'm giving a 1 Pro version away, which has a value of €20 or 19.90, something like that. And this works offline. So that's the prize. Right, well, I'll show you inside this, only it's been blocked by a funny thing on the floor, so I can't. Kitchen looks pretty flash, doesn't it? And if you want to cover it, you want a bit more space for workspace or something to prepare things, cover it like that. Good, heavy duty cover, pretty good. And in here there's a Dometic sink. This opens like this, and it's got central locking. Yeah. Let's hope it works. Yes, it does. Plugs. More drawers down there, and up here a relatively pleasant area around the table. Now, one of the things here I would use this for is taking my shoes off as I come into the van. I can't show you the fridge because it's been locked. It's got a bar across it down here. You might be able to see that. Yeah, bar. Place there for the television. This one's on the Fiat, it's the newish 2018 it came out, automatic 9-speed gearbox. I'd want a manual one, but then again I'm at a certain age that people want manual gearboxes, so that's probably the reason why. Those of us have still learned how to drive properly, so we use manual gearboxes. I like to think I'm driving the thing, not that the vehicle is driving me. It's the same with cruise control. Instead, if you ever buy a car or any vehicle, you should, when you take off a test drive, put it on cruise control, because that's often the moment when things happen which shouldn't happen. So always try it, even if you, like me, and you never use cruise control. The only time I've ever used cruise control is in tests. But anyway, United States, we were driving through Arizona, the person I was with said, put it on cruise control. And no, I don't want to. I'll probably end up, it was an automatic, I thought we'll end up asleep and probably wake up in Nicaragua or something. In sec neck. Right, and here what do you call it, the hoovers going off as people are preparing for another day at the trade fair, and obviously they want their vans to look smart before the event actually starts, so that's what they're doing. They want to make sales. Yeah, I'll have a look on this one here. I'll show you this odd toilet in here. Here's your wardrobe. This comes up like this. There's a catch up there. There's your wardrobe. Click. There's your clothes from this end. There's your shower. If you like playing horses, there's your horse box thing. Toilet's in here. In fact, I'm going to have to open this. And fortunately, this doesn't hold very easily. There. And toilet's in here. This rather cumbersome approach is only used, I think, by the Rapido group. I don't think anybody else would dare. Right, put that in there. If, on the other hand, it could be worked out, I don't know how, but if it could be worked out that with the toilet and the shower together and the wardrobe went in, then that would be, I think, quite handy. This thing here will cost 49,050 euros, and it's a 6-meter long camper van. Oh, well, this keeps it in optimal temperature. Oh, there, look at that. Up to 15 degrees. If it's 15 degrees outside, it can hold for 3 hours and 32 minutes at 20. Insulation content extreme hybrid protect by 25 millimeters of styrofoam under the floor. I don't believe that. So that's just ridiculous. In my opinion. If anybody from Dreamer wants to actually give me some evidence to the contrary, of course I'll even publish it, but I don't believe that. 56,376 meter long camper van. Unless, of course, it's going full blast, the heating. I need to point that out. Right, so this has got the same horse box, shower. This clever kitchen concept I mentioned earlier. Here's something called a Red Addict. It's a bit like, what's it? Blue, I can't remember what it's called now. It was this drug used in the early 70s in New York. Blue Magic, that's it, Blue Magic. That sounds like a good name for a camper van as well. Right, it's got a tent in the roof. You can go up there, get into the tent here. I'll show you the tent whilst I'm here. Proper shower there, fridge down there, bed in the back. This thing here is 53,000 if I remember rightly. It just come out January 2020. In fact, if you ordered one at this event, which will be long over by the time this gets published, but you wouldn't. You'd have to wait for it to be built. In fact, you have to wait for everything to be built quite some time, because the situation is now there's people not bothering to turn up at this event. I know companies who said to me can't turn up because they can't cope with the orders they've got, and yeah, so why go through the expense of getting more orders in? Even some rather expensive Westfalia, which I'll just point out as I'm going past because it's on the other side of the aisle, 120,000, something like that. Yeah, can expect to pay for a camper van. And that you're going to have to wait at least 1 year. You're not going to get it for this summer. You might get it for the summer of 2021. There's one company with a waiting list of 2.5 years. Right, family van select. This is the second best one they've got. Bed in the roof. 2 bunks at the back. Shower. Now I mentioned the James Cook, so it's this one here, that one there. I mean, it looks great. That's the one I'd have. Sorry if I had the money, I certainly wouldn't buy it. I'd buy something else. But you've got the slide out the back. You've got a high roof, got the bed in it. Great. See that in another film. I'm back here on the cheap stuff at Dreamer. Cheap. That's hardly the word where these things are concerned. This thing here is 44,310. That's a fortune, really, if you think about it. By camper van standards, that is cheap. Another one with a side bed and a side toilet. The bed's up, it shows you how much room can be created down there, opening the back, which you can't do in a motorhome, incidentally. You could put your bicycle in there. Indeed, I suppose, if it really came to it, you could sleep there if there's one of you, and you could have your bicycle down there. Camper XL. This is the best. Bed in the roof, big table, a sort of a place to stick your feet whilst you're sitting here. Television's up there. Horse box, shower, bed at the back, but using the space here for storage. So, hope you found that of interest. Thanks very much for watching. We'll have a quick final look around. There's Dreamer stand here. I might even finish today. I like to finish it with looking at a van, but now I'm going to finish looking at the logo, because I think that looks quite good. Or should I just put it on a van? Here, I'll put it on 3 vans. There you go. So if you get any benefit from what I do, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, and please do subscribe, and do enter the competition. And if you do, the winner will be notified in the comments, and then you're going to have to send me your email, because if I put it up publicly, somebody else could take the prize. Okay, all the best from Stuttgart.